quick video on paint markers, which is something I'd love to use in my mixed media artwork, and we've used a different variety. We've used quite a bit of variety in our mixed media intuitive art classes as well. So in class I had provided these Posca markers, and then some of these new ones from Palette Pinto range. I also use Molotov in my artwork. Now why I'm making this video is to show you all that if you run out of ink in your paint markers, it is possible to refill them. Of course, you can buy empty marker shells, which you can then refill with ink. For example, Molotov brand sells these ink refills, and I've actually got this marker here with two different point thicknesses, and they can be opened to refill ink when you run out of the ink. With the Poscas, these are my favorite, by the way, because the pigment intensity is really good for the kind of work I want to do. They last long, but then I realized that once you run out of ink, you have to bin these, and that's the reason I started looking for ways to refill them and prevent all that plastic going into the landfill. So I go through a fair bit of paint markers in my artwork, and it just didn't seem right to bin all of that plastic and send them to the landfill. So anyways, I've just started using these Pintors, so I've not yet tried to refill them, but I will be sharing a link by Frugal Crafter Lindsay, wherein she shows how you can actually refill inks in pens that are not designed to be opened and refilled. So by design, I mean the Molotov ones here, they can actually be opened so that you can refill them with the inks, but the Poscas aren't designed, but there's still a way that you can get the point out and then refill it. So I'll share the link for that, but meanwhile I wanted to show you the ink refills that I have brought. So Posca, I haven't found the ink made by Posca brand, but what I found that there's Molotov and there's this brand. It's the first time I have brought these. I just tested a little sample using a brush, and I like the pigment, but I have yet to see how this one would work with a Posca pen. Okay, so I'll post a video perhaps later and let you know of how I went with refilling a Posca pen with these. But looking at the information, it is water-based paint. The composition is quite similar to the kind of ink that goes in Poscas. Actually, it seems to be the same recipe, and that's the brand Montana by MTN, and you can see they actually make markers and refills and complements to go with your pens. Now another thing that I'd like to show y'all is that you can actually get the point replacement. So if you'll remember in class, one of the Pintor pens got damaged, like the tips got damaged, and then the ink wouldn't come out of it. So, and that may happen. You might use your paint pen on a textured surface, upsetting the nib or destroying the nib. If that happens, you don't need to bin the whole pen. You can buy the points separately, and I actually got these from a shop called as the Butcher Shop online. So I used to purchase from the Butcher Shop in Fremantle because that's where my studio was, but they have closed down that branch, and at the moment they are based in Perth City. But based on the information they've just sent me with my shipping, with my colors, they are actually moving to a new warehouse space on William Street. But look, as long as we are in isolation or lockdown, you can actually order from their website online. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I'm not making any profits. It's just a shop I buy my refills from, and the shipping was fairly quick, so I would recommend them. So if you run out of inks in your Posca pens or paint markers, this is where you can get your refills from. So so there's the nibs. I've got 3 different types. There's There's 3mm fine, there's 5mm medium, and I've got an extra fine, ultra fine 0.8mm nip. So that's a good variety for me to repair some of my damaged Posca markers, and also the palette pintor one. So in terms of quantities, you can, I believe that's the smallest bottle, refill bottle you can get. I might be wrong, but at the moment on the website, this is the smallest 30ml refill bottle I found. This one is a 200ml bottle. This brand, MTN brand, is slightly cheaper than the Molotov, but I have used Molotov and I love the pigment intensity. It comes quite close to the Posca inks, so I love that one. But as I said, I'll be trying out this brand, and I'll let you know how I go with it. But that's cheaper. So 200ml bottle is cheaper than or equal to price than the 30ml bottle. But have a look online for the cost. I might be wrong. I was actually on that website for so long. I wanted to buy everything, but one needs to keep an eye on the budget. So I've only got myself inks for the colors that I have run out. So I've got a yellow, a cadmium yellow, a sienna, which actually looks like ochre to me, yellow ochre, but that's okay. It's a good color to do your base drawings or even fill up some neutral spaces. Then I've got this beautiful rose. I believe it is, yeah, quinacridone rose. It's nice baby pink, but yeah, I'll let you know how I go with it. And then I got black and white, because these are the two colors. I wish I had got a white in a 200ml bottle, but anyways, maybe in my next shop. But these are the two colors that I frequently run out of in my stash. So when you're shopping, perhaps it would be a good idea to start with just a black and a white refill. Okay, so that's it for today. Stay safe and stay creative, and I'll try and remember to post the link for the pen replacement by Frugal Art Crafter Lindsay. Bye for now.